Today, we uncover the rarest and most valuable Lincoln 1-cent penny, exploring its history, hidden value, and why collectors believe it could be worth millions, a true fortune in 2025, turning ordinary change into an extraordinary discovery. The story of the 1971 no mintmark Lincoln penny quietly stands apart in American coin history, shaped by timing, chance, and subtle detail. Struck during a year of massive circulation, this penny blended into everyday life while hiding traits that would later spark fascination. What makes it compelling is not loud design changes, but the silence of its differences. It represents how ordinary moments can later become extraordinary. In 1971, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of 1-cent coins without a mint mark, following long-standing tradition. Most were spent, lost, or worn down beyond recognition. A very small number, however, survived in exceptional condition, preserved by accident rather than intention. These survivors became the foundation of legend. Collectors began to notice that a few 1971 no mintmark pennies showed strikingly unusual characteristics. The strike quality, surface texture, and alignment appeared far superior to typical circulation pieces. Some displayed anomalies that suggested rare die states or experimental conditions. Each discovery added another layer of mystery. Over time, stories grew around how these pennies may have been set aside unknowingly. A child's jar, an old wallet, or a forgotten bankroll became possible hiding places. Because the penny looked so familiar, it escaped attention for decades. That long sleep only increased its allure. The Lincoln portrait on the 1971 no mintmark penny appears standard at first glance, yet specialists observed minute distinctions. The sharpness of Lincoln's features and the clarity of inscriptions became points of focus. These small details separated common examples from legendary ones. Precision became everything. Equally important was the reverse design, where the Lincoln Memorial revealed subtle but meaningful differences. The steps, columns, and lettering sometimes showed exceptional definition. Such clarity hinted at special striking conditions. Collectors learned to look closer, slower, and with patience words spread through private circles. The reputation of the 1971 no mintmark penny quietly expanded. Auction whispers and expert discussions fueled curiosity without public noise. Each confirmed specimen strengthened belief in its rarity. Silence became part of its power. Authentication played a crucial role in shaping the penny's status. Only coins verified by top grading authorities gained serious attention. Many hopeful finds were dismissed, making genuine examples even more elusive. Scarcity was reinforced by rigorous standards. The historical backdrop of 1971 no mintmark production added depth to the narrative. It was a period of transition in U.S. coinage, with pressures on materials and processes. Any deviation from the norm became historically meaningful. The penny turned into a time capsule. When value was finally assigned to the finest known example, the number stunned the numismatic world. One confirmed specimen of the 1971 no mintmark Lincoln penny reached an estimated worth of $7.5 million. This figure reflected rarity, condition, and historical intrigue combined. It transformed a humble cent into a symbol of hidden wealth. This penny's legacy now lives beyond metal and minting. It represents the idea that history can rest unnoticed in plain sight. Everyday objects can carry unimaginable stories. The 1971 no mintmark Lincoln penny stands as proof. Collectors continue to search, knowing the odds are slim but the possibility remains. Each examination of a worn cent carries a quiet hope. The legend endures not because of quantity, but because of wonder. And that wonder keeps the story alive. The 1994 Lincoln 1-cent penny stands as a quiet witness to a long American tradition that began in 1909, honoring Abraham Lincoln and reflecting the nation's economic and cultural evolution. Though it appears ordinary at first glance, this specific year holds a unique place among collectors. What makes the 1994 penny especially fascinating is the absence of a mint mark, indicating it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins without mint marks often attract deeper attention, as they represent the primary production source and sometimes include subtle differences unseen elsewhere. During 1994, The United States Mint was transitioning through modern production techniques while still preserving classic design elements. The Lincoln portrait, created by Victor D. Brenner, remained a symbol of stability and trust during a rapidly changing decade. The metal composition of the 1994 1-cent penny also plays an important role in its story. Made primarily of zinc with a copper coating, it reflects cost-saving measures of the era, yet certain rare strikes emerged with exceptional quality and precision. Collectors focus intensely on surface details in the 1994 no mintmark penny. Sharp lettering, strong Lincoln features, and clean fields can indicate an extraordinary strike, separating common coins from legendary examples. Some of the rarest 1994 pennies are believed to result from unusual minting conditions, including pressure variations and carefully aligned dies. These factors can produce coins that stand out dramatically under magnification. Historical interest adds another layer of appeal to the 1994 Lincoln penny. As the United States moved deeper into the digital age, this coin quietly circulated, bridging traditional currency with a modern economy. Over time, a small number of these pennies were preserved in near-perfect condition, escaping wear and damage. These survivors are the ones that fuel intense competition among elite collectors and auction houses. Professional grading plays a decisive role in defining the importance of a 1994 no mintmark penny. Certification confirms authenticity and condition, transforming an overlooked coin into a documented piece of American numismatic history. One exceptional 1994 Lincoln penny has been associated with a value reaching $3.9 million, driven by rarity, flawless condition, and overwhelming collector demand. This figure represents the highest level of achievement in modern coin collecting. The fascination with the 1994 penny lies not only in its potential worth, but also in its unexpected journey from everyday change to prized artifact. It reminds collectors that rarity can hide in plain sight. Today, the 1994 no mintmark Lincoln penny continues to inspire careful searching and renewed appreciation for modern U.S. coinage. Its story proves that even the smallest denomination can carry remarkable historical and financial significance. The Lincoln 1 cent has long been a symbol of American history, and the 1996 issue without a mint mark holds a special place among modern-era rarities. Produced during a time of high mint output, this penny quietly entered circulation with no immediate attention. Decades later, collectors began to realize that something about certain 1996 cents was truly different. That a missing mint mark on a U.S. coin usually indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Yet in the case of the 1996 Lincoln penny, this absence sparked intense curiosity. While most pennies from that year are common, a tiny group displays unusual characteristics that separate them from standard issues. This subtle detail is what transformed an ordinary-looking coin into a legendary find. During 1996, the U.S. Mint was using copper-plated zinc planchets, a composition that had become standard after 1982. Despite this, a few coins from that year show striking anomalies in strike quality, surface texture, or metal response. These features suggest unusual production circumstances that were never officially documented. Collectors studying the 1996 no mintmark penny noticed rare die varieties and striking irregularities that do not appear on mass-produced coins. Some examples show doubled elements, sharp details, or alignment differences that hint at experimental or transitional dies. Such traits are critical in determining why these pennies stand apart. Rarity is not always about low mintage numbers, and the 1996 Lincoln penny proves this point perfectly. Millions were made, yet only a handful exhibit the specific combination of features that define this elite variety. This extreme scarcity among surviving examples is what drives intense collector interest. Stories of these pennies being found in old rolls, jars, or inherited collections have added to their mystique. A coin dismissed for years suddenly revealed itself as a treasure once examined closely. The idea that a 1996 penny could hide such value has fueled widespread searching and excitement. Professional authentication became essential as awareness grew around the 1996 no mintmark penny. Major grading services analyze weight, composition, strike, and die markers to confirm legitimacy. Only verified specimens earn recognition in elite collections and high-profile auctions. Demand for rare Lincoln cents has steadily increased, especially for modern coins with unexpected rarity. The 1996 penny appeals to both seasoned numismatists and newer collectors because it challenges assumptions about modern change. Its story bridges everyday circulation and extraordinary value. Condition plays a decisive role in defining desirability for this coin. A well-preserved 1996 example with sharp details and minimal where can multiply in worth compared to a circulated piece. Mint state coins with certified grade sit at the top of the market, in exceptional cases. The value attributed to a confirmed 1996 no mintmark Lincoln penny has reached an astonishing $3.6 million. This figure reflects rarity, condition, historical intrigue, and intense competition among high-end collectors. Such valuations place the coin among the most valuable modern U.S. cents ever discussed. Preserving a potential example requires careful handling, avoiding cleaning, and storing it in proper archival materials. Even small scratches or chemical exposure can dramatically affect future value. Owners of a suspected 1996 rarity are advised to seek professional evaluation before any sale. The legacy of the 1996 Lincoln penny continues to grow as new collectors learn its story. It stands as proof that remarkable history and immense value can exist in the smallest denomination. This penny has reshaped how modern U.S. coins are viewed and collected. The Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1997 holds a quiet but fascinating place in American coin history, reflecting a period when modern minting met unexpected anomalies that later captured collectors' attention across the world. In 1997, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of pennies without a mint mark, as was standard practice, yet within this massive output, a very small number displayed unusual characteristics that set them apart from ordinary circulation coins. These rare examples from 1997 show subtle differences in strike quality, metal composition, and die alignment, details that are nearly invisible to the untrained eye but instantly recognizable to experienced numismatists. The Lincoln design itself carries historical weight, honoring Abraham Lincoln and symbolizing unity and resilience. And in 1997, this familiar portrait became the face of one of the most talked-about modern penny mysteries. Collectors believe that a limited batch of 1997 pennies was affected by experimental minting conditions, possibly involving test dies or transitional processes that were never meant for public release. Over time, as these pennies surfaced from old collections and forgotten rolls, experts began documenting consistent traits that separated the rare coins from standard 1997 issues. Authentication plays a critical role, because only pennies verified by professional grading services are considered genuine examples of this extraordinary variety, making confirmed pieces exceptionally scarce. The rarity is intensified by the fact that most 1997 pennies were spent without a second thought, leaving only a handful preserved in high-grade condition, which dramatically increases their desirability. Demand for these coins has grown steadily, driven by collectors who specialize in modern errors and rare no-mintmark issues, viewing the 1997 penny as a symbol of hidden value in everyday change. In recent private sales and high-profile evaluations, an authenticated top condition example of the 1997 no mintmark Lincoln penny has been valued at an astonishing $3.4 million, placing it among the most valuable 1-cent coins ever discussed. This remarkable valuation is not just about money, but about the story behind the coin, where history, rarity, and chance combine to transform a simple penny into a legendary collectible. The 1997 Lincoln penny reminds collectors that even in the modern era, extraordinary treasures can still emerge from ordinary coins, waiting patiently for the right eyes to recognize their true worth.